Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news, with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's the E-commerce Minute, episode 257.
In today's episode, run your business on the go with Shopify Ping.
E-commerce platform Shopify has launched Shopify Ping, a free mobile app for Shopify merchants that brings together customer conversations, marketing workflows, and more in a single interface. Say goodbye to switching between multiple apps just to speak with different customers. Shopify Ping pulls from the messaging apps their store owners already use and unifies these conversations into one app. This makes it easier for shopkeepers to respond to questions and build relationships with customers even when they're on the go. Ping brings the platforms together for easy, centralized, efficient management in the Shopify Ping app. Shopify Ping also includes Kit, their built-in assistant that saves store owners time by running Facebook and Instagram ads, email campaigns, retargeting campaigns, and more on their behalf, all through simple conversations. With a growing list of features and integrations planned, Shopify Ping is a new way for entrepreneurs to work on the go and grow their businesses from the convenience of a single place. With Ping and Kit, business owners will spend less time shuffling between separate tools and more time on what matters most, serving their customers and growing their businesses. Shopify Ping is now available for download on iOS with an Android version coming soon. Ping.
Do you find odd that we're celebrating a Canadian company on July 4th? Also,
the irony in that.
Also, do you find it odd that Shopify Ping is following the iTunes Ping?
Oh, right. Remember Ping? I
Do you
was big
remember
on
that?
Ping. So this is good for Shopify merchants.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, we've actually seen this come out. I believe they announced it last year, and then they really announced it at Shopify Unite this year. Yeah, this is great. I mean, it's funny that they didn't have this before, but I guess you can really, really run your store from your phone.
Which is great. I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, for smaller sellers, yeah, this is good. This is amazing.
Their mobile app's pretty robust. There's a stat. They have how many? They have 600,000 merchants now, and they say half of them use the mobile app. So that's pretty significant.
I mean, that's like one of the first things you would do, right? Like you download the app to manage your store, especially for small sellers that maybe just doing this on the side.
Yeah. So they also have the marketing bot Kit, which I think is kind of a bigger piece to this app. The way Kit works uses natural language to give you insights on your business. So I kind of played around with this. I know we had that like little Shopify store set up, and I just set it up and played with it. And it basically says, hey, I want to look at your inventory. Let me look at your inventory. Okay, fine. Looks near you. It says, hey, we want to set up a sale today. Let's set up a sale. And it'll guide you through all these things. And I think for some owners who are kind of afraid, I don't know what to do, it kind of holds your hands and says, hey, let's run a Facebook ad. What's a good seller? But it does it in a conversational way so that you can kind of, it's a little creepy, actually. I mean, if you're not used to AI stuff, it's kind of says like, oh, hey, hi, how are you today? Let's run a sale.
Hello, let's run a sale. Let's put an ad up. Here's the ad that we created for you. You know what? Let me take the money from you, and I'll put it in the bank. You know what? I'm going to take the money from the bank and just go get some McDonald's.
And get myself a robot girlfriend.
You're a robot.
So it's pretty cool. We've seen some of this conversational stuff before. There are other chat assisted type things, but the fact that it's all rolled up into Shopify, that's just another great reason to use Shopify for that type of business.
Yeah, it's definitely, it has its advantages.
What do you think are the disadvantages? Apathy? Like, I'm bored with it.
No, I don't know. I think it's a good starting point, I guess. And there's a lot of good, obviously it can give you a good sense of what you're doing, but once you grow bigger, then it becomes a different play, right? There's numbers game, and there's a lot more human interaction to it. But if you can get away with it for a while and have that customer service where it's all autopilot, I mean, why not?
Yeah, well, they actually, this, to be clear, this is not part of the Shopify, the main Shopify app. This is a separate thing that entrepreneurs can use because, as you stated, there may be a size merchant that would just say, this is just too monkey brains for me. I can't do this, or this is not going to, either by volume or by just type of business. So the fact that they didn't bake it into the Shopify app, I think, was a smart move on their part.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's a good thing.
There's a quote from, so the founder of Kit, he said that the eventual goal is to make it a place for merchants who want to automate workflows and manage their businesses in a conversational way. The overall idea is to help merchants save time and focus their attention on providing customers with the kind of flavor and charm that make small businesses stand out. So there's the key there, small business. There's going to be, like I said, certain types of businesses that just not going to work.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. If you're interested in Shopify Ping, you can get that at shopify.com/ping. Check it out. Go download it. Have some fun. Amuse yourself. Go talk to a robot go have fun. Talk to a robot. Anything else, Bart?
Shopify Ping.
Ping. Ping. That's your e-commerce minute for today. Happy 4th of July, everyone in the U.S. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow.
Bing.
I'm leaving that in. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.